Wednesday, 2 decades as a singer-songwriter, 1.4 million albums sold, and 5 Junos. This man over here knows something about the creative process. Today, Moist frontman David Usher joins us to share his insights on how we can all be creative in this incredible book. Please welcome David Usher. Okay, I have been talking your ear off. Not only am I a huge fan, I've seen you live in concert more times than I can count, but now I could not put this down. It's called Let the Elephants Run, Unlock Your Creativity and Change Everything. And man, is it ever creatively presented. You've got like charts for us to help write in and non-charts and just like stuff to jot ideas down. And you say sky's the limit. Talk to us about why you decided to write this book. It has to do with your company and the talks you give.
Yeah, I mean, I do a lot of speaking about creativity and the creative process. And people are always coming up to me afterwards and wanting to know more details, wanting to really know how they can get into the creative process, how they can start being creative or make what they're doing bigger.
And it's a manual without being a manual, because
Yeah.
that would be too structured, which I love. So you begin in childhood. You say we're all so creative, and then we kind of lose that with mortgage payments and the jobs we're in and the fatigue we suffer. How do we get that back? That you say we all have it. It's in all of our DNA.
We really do. I mean, if you go into a classroom of 7-year-olds, you will not see, 5 of them that are very creative, doing creative things, and the rest of them just sitting there like lumps. You just won't see it. We all start very creative, but the natural process of life slowly drains our creativity out of us, because for most of us, there's a lot of things going on. We're all busy. We all have a lot of things going on. So to get back to creativity now, you almost have to impose a structure of creativity in your life, so you do the things you need to do so you become more creative.
And you do that. You used to start getting up a half an hour earlier, your quiet time, and now it's turned into an hour and a half. You get up at 5 a.m. Yes, you'd like to sleep in, but you prefer, that's your creative time. For you, it may be in the afternoon, or it might be, at night, at 10 o'clock or midnight. So find that creative zone, get up earlier, push yourself. You talk about getting rid of distractions, which is so hard with all the online apps and everything else, especially for kids.
Absolutely.
And then how do you commit to doing that every day? How do you make it part of your day?
Well, I mean, you can commit to anything. You start with 10 minutes a day. Take 10 minutes a day to work on something that's outside of the genre you're working in traditionally. Okay. Something that you're interested in, something you're curious about, you want to explore, something you're interested in learning about. And that 10 minutes can slowly move into more time, but do that every day.
So it could even be something, as you cite, as going to a different coffee shop in a different neighborhood to stimulate you. If you're into kickboxing, try yoga. Yeah. If you're into yoga, try kickboxing. Stretch your mind and the people you're around, and in little ways, these things could creatively affect you.
Well, we tend to live our lives by pattern. I mean, I do it I have my coffee the same way every day. I go to the same restaurants. I do generally the same things when I'm at home. And to be creative, you really need to expand your boundaries. So yeah, but these days, when now that we have these patterns, we have to force ourselves outside of the pattern. So do something you haven't done before.
And then you also talk about the fact that failure is part of the process, and we're so afraid to fail. If you look at things like Instagram, Twitter, they weren't what they are right now. They had to go through some failures to fine-tune themselves into something that's successful. In the same way as entrepreneurs, or it's not even if you're starting your business, it's anything in life that you want to feel more fulfilled with.
Yeah.
This is the same principle and practices you can apply to live a fuller, happier, more creative life.
I think it can be, because the creative thinking methodology isn't just about some big product you make at the end. It's really about, you can use it on conversations, interactions, negotiations. Any opportunity in life, any connection in life is an opportunity to use creative thinking methodology to change the outcome.
I cannot put this down, guys. Do yourself a favor, pick it up. It's called Let the Elephants Run, and run to see David tonight. He's got his book signing right across the street here at Indigo Toronto Eaton Centre. So 7 p.m., go see, say hello, tell him you're going to let your elephant run. You'll understand when you buy this book. At David Usher for more. And another thing I love, you say any idea, big or small, blurt it out, embrace it, and initially, maybe don't tell your family and friends. They may quash an idea before it starts because they fear failure for you. They put that on you.
And they fear change.
Right?
Yeah.
At David Usher, thank you so much.
Thank you.
A pleasure. Come back anytime.